So today it finally happened. Monster Hunter Wilds has been officially released, and oh, oh, the reviews are mixed. I did hear that Monster Hunter Wilds has an insane player amount. Um, Let me look at the Steam stats right now, Steam charts. Um, yeah, it's a little bit strange. Right now we have about 1.1 million people in game, which is quite a crazy number. However, rather mixed reviews. Personally, I'm a person who is generally careful when it comes to new releases and day one, buying video games day one and pre purchasing and things like that. Even for my most favorite game franchise of all, Monster Hunter, even there I'm a bit careful. And right now I'm glad that I'm waiting a little bit because if you were to look at those reviews, there are performance issues, right? Very bad performance issues. Apparently, the game runs even worse than it did in the beta, and the benchmark test is also not very accurate. People who had a pretty good benchmark rating, like myself, I had a what was it? Just good rating. People they just can't even play the game right now. It doesn't even launch. So let me just go through some of the reviews on Steam to get a better picture of what people are thinking. Alright, so the most helpful review of all time so far is this game is everything wrong with PC optimization in 2025. Alright, 209 people found this helpful. This game is a solid 10 frames per second on Steam Deck. Well, I mean, on Steam Deck, it's kind of to expect that games that are freshly released don't run so well. How about this one? Character edit vouchers should not exist. You should be able to freely edit your character. I agree with that. I am very not happy with character edit vouchers that we had since what was the world. Very unhappy with it. Although, um, I mean, it's a step up to not being able to edit your character at all, as was the case in the older games. Then again, there wasn't that much character customization. You just had a few faces, some skin colors, and some hair with hair colors. So, uh, depending on how much these vouchers cost, which knowing Capcom is probably a lot. Yeah. This one, Monster Hunter World, too much handler. Monster Hunter Rise, no handler. Monster Hunter, wait, she was kind of cute now. Okay, I don't get the big fuzz about the handler. I had no problem with the handler in Monster Hunter World. I kind of liked her. In Rise, we had these sisters. I mean, weren't they kind of like the handlers? I don't know. Um, if this video gets one like, I will get an Arcvel tattoo on my forehead. The real monster is Capcom because it's a $70 price tag is wild. Yeah, because a $70 price tag is wild. That is indeed wild. Knowing the game will have lots of DLC because that's how Capcom is. Ooh, gaming is an expensive hobby. I mean, not like gaming in general. You can play older games for like with like a very cheap PC, and you can get them for very low prices. But modern gaming, if you want to, be with the times, that it's starting to be quite an expensive hobby, and I don't think I can afford it anymore. Very immersive game. You can cook a well-done steak on your GPU while you play, and the hot blasts of air from your PC fans truly make you feel like you are in the desert. Keep a bag of sand by your desk and periodically toss handfuls of it into the air to really complete the experience. Mmm. Game is absolutely amazing, but has the worst optimizations I've ever seen. Capcom, please auto-collect the bug reports that you spent over 5 minutes gathering. Oh, really? Manually email. You have to manually email bug reports? Oh, come on, Capcom. How does the game manage to run perfectly fine on the open beta? And I receive an excellent rating score on the benchmark, but the actual product that costs actual money runs like absolute sludge. I've legit never encountered a game that wasn't at worst playable. I have never seen a game run this poorly while still looking bad. Yeah, there's a problem with this game that even I noticed. It looks blurry. Blurry, some people describe it as fuzzy. Um, I believe World had a similar problem. To this day, I play World with like the best settings on. It still looks blurry and fuzzy, which is kind of putting me off. Rise being made for the Switch didn't have that problem. It looked clean. It does bother me a little bit. Here's a actual positive review. Right, monster, life good. Monster, fight back, kill monster. Odds it's that gorilla meme. All right. Paid $70 to boot a crash report. That's bitter. Oh, I'm so glad I haven't bought this game yet. My grandma runs better than this game. Remember, hunters, swapping to a great sword is faster than reloading your bowgun. Okay, just another meme review. Aren't those reviews great? You know, reviews are there so people, know how you think about the game, know about how the game performs, and blah and blah. People just make memes. That's why you shouldn't really trust reviews, especially positive reviews, that much on Steam. Game crashes constantly with AMD latest GPU drivers meant to work with this game. Can't even get past the first cutscene. Oh my god. Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm ready, but RE Engine is definitely not ready though. Don't worry, even though it looks bad, at least it runs poorly. Trying to brute force RE Engine into open world games clearly just doesn't work. Well, I mean, it did work in Wilds, in World, kinda. Absolutely atrocious performance. Runs even worse than the beta. For reference, I could run the beta at comfortable 60 to 70 FPS on high. Well, in my case, it was like 50 to 60 on high. Now I'm running less than 50 on medium with noticeable dips. Yeah, that's not good. Game runs like absolute garbage. Been a fan since Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Pretty much same for me. I mean, been a fan since Try. I have 1,000 hours in Monster Hunter across all the games. Basically, they have a good PC and it doesn't run well. I'll change my review if things happen later. Frame generation causes the game to instantly crash in most cases. Ah yes, the new frame generation thing is I'm not 100% sure what it is, but apparently it fixes poor frame rates while also straining your computer. Character vouchers are stupid. I agree, but knowing Capcom, that's not going to change. I don't think that's going to change. They're not going to do anything about the character vouchers and all the like thousands of small DLC, like, oh, here's a funny hat for your Palico, $5 please. That's not gonna change. Game should be fine for most mid-range lower end PCs without having to enable frame gen. So far it has been a bad experience starting off, only made better by playing with friends. Welcome to gaming in 2024. Horrendous performance for realistic graphics. Like, damn, I may own a powerhouse of a PC, but I prefer FPS over visual fidelity. Yeah, same. I mean, look, having good looking graphics for a modern game, it's kind of important, but I don't need like everything to be like 100% realistic. I don't need that. I don't mind simulated fake physics over real physics if it changes the frame rate, right? Like, for example, I don't know, cape physics or something like this, ragdoll physics. If it chops down on the frame rates, then I don't need this. It runs way too bad for how blurry it looks. Another one of those. Gameplay is great, but the optimization is terrible. Frame gen should not be a requirement to hit 60 FPS. I've played games that look a lot better than Wells, and they ran so much better. My air fryer is more optimized than this. Gray bars is still not fixed. I'm not sure what that is. Some kind of issue. This is basically unplayable in ultra-wide OLED monitor. Imagine making a functioning game in 2025. AMD beware. Uh-oh. Jenny dislike leaving negative game reviews. Performance. Cannot ignore. This is the inability of the game working on top of the line AMD GPUs. Yeah, same problem. High-end computer, poor performance. I love your games. I love this far. The gameplay is tender, and I agree. The game itself is pretty good. I like it. I think it improved over World. Definitely improved over Rise. I'm actually very excited about this game, but this performance is just... I'm not even gonna try. My computer is pretty mid-range for modern standards, I would say. Ooh. Yeah. Either the crash report tool is causing the game to crash one frame, is causing the game to crash frame 1, or the Denuvo is causing the game to crash frame 1. Unable to compile shaders. Recommended NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060. I own a 2080 Ti and get 35 FPS on the lowest setting. Ooh, I got a 3060. I don't have much hope for me. Denuvo anti-temper. Okay. Just a meme review again. 3081 even cracks stable 60 at 440 with upscaling. Can't even play. Game crashes on launch. You can count the frames manually. And there's a lot more of that. This guy only writes a positive review because he found a way to troubleshoot past the crash report page. Awesome. Though I was agreeing to a EULA or thought I was agreeing to a EULA or something, I had to. Instead, it pretends to be one. And it's really just a consent for data collection. If you want to turn it off, you have to reload. It isn't just a toggle. They know you aren't reading any text and you have to scroll. I paid about $60 plus tax. You don't need my data too. I agree. Wow, they're collecting data now? I mean, I know they do. It's Capcom. Come on. Capcom was lazy with this game, so I'll be too. I'm sad. Bad optimized. Yeah, what? The general idea is poor performance. Wait, what is this review? What the? That's not going to the video. If you have been excited about this game like me and are now disappointed about the performance, just do what I do and wait. I'm just going to wait a few weeks. Maybe the backlash will be strong enough that Capcom, put some more resources into it, as in hiring people, paying their people properly so that they fix these performance issues in time. Until that, well, guess there's always other games, right? I mean, have you 100% completed Monster Hunter World? Probably not. Well, neither do I, and I think that's pretty difficult to... How do you even 100% complete it? Anyway, just go back to playing other games until this game is a little bit better optimized, because I think it's not fair paying $70 or euros for a product that is bad and, well, I wouldn't say unfinished, but unoptimized, right? I mean, we are paying money for it, expecting something, and we're not getting good quality. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that will be. I'll probably just play some World until this game is done, and when it's optimized a little bit, then I'll purchase it and then I'll upload some gameplay as well.